Scorpio, what it do? Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a reading for the week of January 27th through the 2nd, February 2nd. Thank you for joining me today. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I would really appreciate it. I'm going to pull some overarching energy from the, I keep forgetting this deck name, just got it, Sacred Destiny deck. So far I'm loving these cards. And without further ado, Scorpio, let's get into it. Purification. I love the imagery of the sunflower in this card. It's also raining in this card. I'm not sure if you can see it, but the sun is out. The flower is blooming, and there is some cleansing going on here. So I love to see that energy. What are you purifying in your life, Scorpio? It's very interesting. Purification. Let's get some clarity on what this may mean for you. This may be a time to just cleanse, to start some things over. Your card in the tarot deck is the Death card, which also to me can mean transformation as well as rebirth. Interesting. You're showing up as the Magician underneath the deck. So we have the Magician as the overarching energy for the card. The interesting thing about manifestation and making things come into form in terms of, you know, this Magician energy is really, if you want to manifest in a very clean way, you got to clean your side of the road first. You got to keep your side of the street clean, as I like to say sometimes. So there's this overarching energy of really sort of, this person is looking down, right? Looking at his hands, looking at their hands, and looking at the things that they are bringing into form here. They're sort of turned away from this, right? Which is the energy of everything that's going on, the energy that the things that are going on in life. I'm also getting you showing up as the Judgment card here. So in your manifestations, you're showing up as the Judgment card, divine justice, or so to speak, making things right, karma, illumination, fate. You're showing up as those things. So what the energy that I'm getting here is to really clear your energy field. Before you go to manifest anything. Sometimes when we think about like prayer or manifestation, you know, I mean, I have a story of like, I remember having this car and wanting the payment to go away so bad. And it was the thing I was like manifesting. I was like, I don't want this car payment anymore. You know, help me make more money so that it's not going to be an issue. Help me to do this thing. And I ended up totaling the car. And that just goes to show you, it's like, when you go to manifest something, if you don't purify your energy field first, if you're trying to manifest completely out of your will and out of accordance with the will of the universe, then sometimes things can be turbulent. And you are showing up as Judgment here, giving it up, letting it go, and what looks like manifesting in accordance with the universe as opposed to in juxtaposition to it. Interesting energy, Scorpio. The situation has to do with the Page of Swords. There may be some gossip going on. Spoiler alert, I'm just going to go pull to the outcome. We do have 5 of Wands in the outcome, which speaks towards competition. It speaks towards drama. It can speak towards people having like a lot of people around with a lot of different opinions, and this is why I do see the Page of Swords showing up as gossip for you. I also see the opportunity is to sort of pull yourself out of your head. This is really feeling held back by all of the opinions and the thoughts of others that are going around, and really feeling walled in by your thoughts. And so we have the Page of Swords and the Eight of Swords here. I'm just getting, you know, the Page of Swords can also mean learning something. And this could be a situation of like learning how to deal with drama. But I am seeing the need to sort of purify yourself in this situation. What the universe is working on is the Knight of Swords energy. So wow, there's a lot of thought energy going on here. The Knight of Swords is like sharp tongue, action, going in sometimes without thinking. It is action in terms of like the tongue or the pen or the thumbs, depending on what medium you're using to send your messages. The universe is working on that stuff right now. So somebody might be having a message coming in, or you may be working to formulate a message, which is why you feel shut in. You don't quite know what to say right now because of what is going on around you. But ultimately, judgment is coming in this situation. What I do like and what you don't see is that the Empress is here, the divine feminine, really a manifestation of all the creative energy in the universe is showing up for you. So you do have that. You have really positive cards in your recent past and your near future. We have the Nine of Cups in the near future, which is really about happiness, and happiness in accordance with self-happiness, like taking care of yourself, comfortable abundance, being abundant within yourself. I would be careful with this card, depending on how you deal with your happiness and move into your happiness. Be careful of different vices and addictions that you use to deal with situations, because I do see a little bit of turbulent energy, and then I ultimately see you like taking care of it. Make sure you're taking care of it in a beneficial way. In the recent past, I see the Six of Wands here. So some success that was going on. I think you put yourself out there, Scorpio. I think you put yourself out there in some way, shape, or form, and people admired you. But as much as admiration comes in, if you think of like any celebrity or anything like that, admiration comes in, but also when you allow yourself to be seen, you're seen, right? So that's where I'm getting this sort of drama, gossipy sort of this situation going on where you allowed yourself to be seen, and then there's some people around you that you know sort of made you feel smaller in this situation. The time where you felt success has sort of passed, and you're moving into an energy of like, oh, should I have done that, right? Should I have allowed myself to be seen? Absolutely, you should have allowed yourself to be seen. You're showing up in this situation as not being able to make a decision, being at a bit of a stalemate. If you are dealing with a lot of people, I think this is okay, to be at a stalemate, I feel like you don't necessarily want to defend yourself in this situation. It's more of like, I'm going to be quiet and let this pass by. I'm going to let these thoughts kind of go around. But as you move more into standing up for yourself, I feel like this is good for you, honestly, Scorpio. I feel like the energy of the Two of Swords is good. When you have a stalemate with the folks around you, when you're like, I'm just not going to engage, it's important that you don't feel like you want to and you're not, right? It's more of an energy of like, I'm just going to take care of my own happiness here. I'm going to make sure that I'm okay in this situation. What's right in front of you is the Six of Cups. So there's a reconciliation coming in for you. In your hopes and fears, I also see collaboration. Make sure you're paying attention to what is chatter that is not helpful, and what is collaboration and what is help. Sometimes I say we, and I probably mean me, but sometimes we turn away from help that others give us and the ability to collaborate with others because we really revert to the past. We think people are talking about us, especially if we did stand up on our own 2 feet. We put ourselves out there, and we don't quite know which way is up or down, you know, in a situation. We can really feel like things are happening that aren't necessarily happening. And I'm not getting any like Seven of Swords energy here. I'm not getting the Moon card here. They might show up in the extended, but for now, I'm getting that there is a bit of a fear of collaboration here, and maybe not knowing the difference between collaboration and sabotage from other people. And in your outcome, we do have the Five of Wands. So I do feel like there's going to be more challenge around other people, particularly if you don't pay attention to where you're manifesting from, what energy that you have. Again, the message here is to purify your energy field, purify yourself, and cleanse yourself before you do any real work on manifesting. Also be well aware that the energy of the Five of Wands is not necessarily the energy of the Five of Swords. So this isn't conflict energy. It's just strong opinions. It's just drama. And again, I think you've got this, but you don't have to necessarily engage or pay attention to that. I don't see very many zodiacs here for you, Scorpio. I do see Virgo and Libra, so I'll clarify. If you're dealing with a Virgo or a Libra, I'll clarify that in the extended. I do want to see what's going on with this this Five of Wands energy, particularly. I mean, it looks like there's going to be a situation that you see again, or that you're put into, where it seems like a lot of sparring, a lot of opinions going on. So I do want to see what comes after that situation. And I also want to see how you, again, like what's right in front of you, how you're going to deal with something's coming back from the past for you, if it already hasn't. It could be what's causing this situation. You might, there might have been a situation in the past that's coming back up that you had some strong opinions about and that others are having strong opinions about. But I'd love to clarify that and see what comes from that. In the extended, I'll also pull some advice from your higher self for you. There's a link to the extended in the description box below. If I don't see you over there, I will see you next week. Thanks, Scorpio.